Derek Chamblee again. It's Tuesday, still morning, coming up on 11:30. Franklin Street, and this is the site. We're awaiting Mayor Bob Buckhorn. This is going to be about kind of sci-fi transportation, cars with no drivers, things of that nature. We've got a nice spot here. The networks are setting up, as well as the government TV channel. Right across the street there, that's Police Chief Eric Ward. It would be nice to ask him a few questions about the recent federal investigation of Mayor Bob Buckhorn, former Police Chief Jane Castor, and the Tampa Police Department's ticketing of the bicyclists. A story last April that was the Tampa Bay Times broke. Google Tampa Bay INTELINTER, ENTELINTER, INTELINTER, Tampa Bay Times, INTELINTER, and the mayor and former police chief Jane Castor contacted the U.S. Department of Justice to investigate their own police department as to whether their ticketing was racial profiling. And over 80% in the study, 80% of the bicyclists that received the tickets were African American. It appears that the chief is going to be leaving the scene now. Perhaps he's going to lunch. At any rate, the particular Department of Justice arm that investigated it was not going to evidently bring any charges, and they concluded their preliminary report. But the Mayor Bob Buckhorn said he had no apologies for the African American community, no apologies, that he's going to go after crime wherever it's at, and it just seems as though that it was definitely targeting certain neighborhoods that are predominantly African American. But we also know that many of the bicyclists that received the tickets, many of them were poor and homeless of all colors, stopped, they lost their possessions, they lost their bicycles, they went to jail. In some cases, even if they had work and were paying rent, they became homeless. And this is Derek Chamblee. We're still awaiting the mayor, and this is Franklin Street and Madison, the Battleground Zero epicenter of the 2016 presidential election.